These are the last two problems in homework set 24. Question 14, let's read it. It says, the graph shown here is the graph of which of these three equations? Well, we're given two intercepts, right? We're given this point right here, that intercept right there, which is to the left 4, no vertical. And we're given this point here, which is vertical down, no horizontal, and down 6, right? We're given those 2 points. Now let's look at this first equation. 2x plus 3y equals negative 12. Now put this point in. Let's just try one. Put this point in right here. Negative 4 for x, 0 for y. So if I do that, I get 2 times negative 4 plus 3 times 0. Is that equal to negative 12? Well, this is negative 8 plus 0. That is not equal to negative 12. So it's not the first one, right? We can cross that first one off. Now what about the second one? I'm going to do the same thing. I've got 3x plus 2y equals negative 12. I'm going to put that point, those coordinates, these coordinates right here, put those coordinates into the x and the y. So that'll look like this. 3 times negative 4 plus 2 times 0, is that equal to negative 12? Well, negative 12 equals negative 12. It checks. So it could be. I just don't know for sure yet. Let's put the second point in just as a check. So put the second point in. 0 for x, negative 6 for y. So I'll get 3 times 0 plus 2 times negative 6. Is that equal to negative 12? Well, this is 0 minus 12, or negative 12, equals negative 12. It works. Right, I'm going to state now that it is this one right here. If you want to check that last one, let's go ahead and do that. So that last one is going to be 3x minus 2y equals negative 12. Well, put in the first point. Put in the 3 times 0 minus 4 times negative 6. That gives me 24. That is not equal to negative 12. So that last one doesn't work either. Question 15, we're going to read this graph. So here's what this graph does. It says, I'm just going to read it. The graph shows the number of people in line at a theater box office to buy tickets for a movie that starts at 7:30. Now the box office opens at 6:45. All right, so on our graph, what we have is this. This is the time since the box office opens, and this is the number of people in line. Now at 6:45, right, let's see. This is 6:30, 6:45, that's going to be right here. So at 6:45, how many people are in line? Well, that's the kind of questions we're ask. Part A, how many people are in line at 6:30? So you go over to 6:30, you follow it up to the graph, and as best you can, right, just as best you can, it looks like there's 60 people. I'm going to make the best guess I can and say that there's 60. Now, Part B. How many people are in the line when the box office opens? That's 6:45. Okay, so here's 6:30. Here's 7. 6:45 is right here. That looks like it would follow up to the high point. I'm going to make the best guess I can and say it's 70. Then, how many people are in line when the show starts? And the show starts at what time? 7:30. All right, so go to 7:30. That's about here. So how many people are in line now? My best guess is going to be that 10. So I'm going to guess 10. That's one thing about a graph, is that you may not get exactly precise answers. You just get good estimates. Part D. How long after the show starts is no one left in line? All right, well, there's no one left in line, right? No one left in line. Down here it's 0. All right, now that looks like it's about 8 o'clock, and the question is, how many people are in line at that time? Well, if that's, it actually looks like a little bit before. So here's 7:30, here's 7:45. What do you think? You know what? I'm going to say that the show starts at 7:30. At least 30 minutes later, there's nobody in line, but it looks like a little bit fewer than that. So maybe like 25 or 20 minutes afterwards. So This is where it gets a little bit tricky because we have to make a guess. Is it 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes? We just make a good guess. Guess one of them, 20. Now that finishes all of our problems in homework set 24.